All right, and welcome back. Game 2 between EHOME and Team Root here. EHOME, one game away from booking their ticket to Bucharest, while Team Root, they need to bring this series back. They are down a game and need to win 2 to go over to Bucharest, or at least win 1 to push it to a game 3 at the moment. This is very reminiscent of the series yesterday for Team Root, where they lost game 1 and then won game 2, but ended up losing in the third game. And unfortunately, haven't qualified yet. King Gaming took the first slot. They were the open qualifier team. And now we'll take a look as Jakiro Faceless Void comes out for EHOME. The thing to note, though, with RNG getting eliminated is both teams from China that'll be coming out here are new to the DPC. And a lot of people are talking about how China kind of seems weak. As a region, I just don't believe it. You've got so many teams here in the Chinese region,
5 seconds remaining,
to me, that look, honestly, decent enough to get DPC points. And a lot of teams that do need to, I would say, work some kinks out of their lineup. Like, the 4 teams in this qualifier are all good enough to take some DPC points. EHOME, RNG, Team Root, and King Gaming. And then you take a look at the qualifier teams. I mean, if Newbie can put it back together, maybe they can find some DPC points. Serenity are just on the edge, as well as For the Dream. And then IG, they've looked really good at times, but need to put it together again. Even Team Ever, I think, maybe makes a minor.
10 seconds.
So, we'll have to see, what teams do come out and eventually make it to these other minors. At least, of course, in the Chinese region. So, EHOME, Jakiro Faceless Void, Team Root going to the Rubik Sand King, as that is 2 forms of lockdown there for both teams. Chronosphere for the Void, Ice Path for the Jakiro, and then Team Root, the Burrow Strike, as well as the Telekinesis. See what they're able to do with this, if this is going to be an off-lane Sand King here for Yao, and seeing Victoria back on the Rubik. Got the bans as follows of Magnus, Centaur, Brewmaster, Naga, and then Team Root banning out the Beastmaster, Undying, Elder Titan, and Silencer. We'll see what these 5th bans are for both teams coming up. Take a look at Team Root, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the Terrorblade here for Team Root. They do like End with it, as he plays it quite a bit. And it was actually one of the heroes that brought back Team Root into Game 2. So, we'll have to see, especially with the lockdown they have. Especially with the lockdown they have with the Sand King and the Rubik, I wouldn't mind seeing something like a Terrorblade. But to be quite honest, I'll probably see it get banned right here by EHOME.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Terrorblade is picked a lot by Team Root too. They really pick it up. I think like any game that it's not banned, they pick it up. So EHOME should ban it here if they don't want to be up against it. Although TB does take a little bit of time to come online, and from what we've seen, EHOME are really aggressive early.
Radiant's turn to pick.
They actually ban out the Medusa instead, so that mid-Medusa for Super, while they go to the Earthshaker. Earthshaker Jakiro coming in. We have not seen Earthshaker in who knows how long. But even more lockdown. Team fight here for EHOME. And aggressive early, honestly. With the fissure that you'll have.
10 seconds.
This is pretty good so far.
5 seconds remaining.
At least in my opinion, from the side of EHOME for this draft. Faceless Void, Jakiro, Earthshaker. We'll see what Team Root are going to counter with. They go to the Venge, which will be played by DDC, so it should be offlane Sand King, Victoria on the Rubik, Venge played by DDC, and again, even more lockdown coming through for Team Root. And they're looking, at least on both sides, just to make sure that nobody gets away. But here for Team Root, Magic Missile with the Fade Bolt, or you know, Burrow Strike with the Magic Missile, depending on who they lane together. It's probably, I do like Rubik with the Sand King.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And here comes the Lich. This is going to be an offlane Earthshaker. And there's the Terrorblade that I said was going to come out for Team Root if it didn't get banned. So, Terrorblade, Venge, Sand King, Rubik. I like the lineup so far for Team Root. The lockdown, the right-click potential here definitely looks pretty good here for Team Root.
Dyer's ban now.
And now the Pugna band, because they need a superhero, super space hero, for mid. He does like that DK. Pretty safe hero for super is that DK as well. For EHOME, it's going to be Earthshaker off lane, and then Jakiro Lich supporting Faceless Void in the safe lane. Getting down to it, 5 seconds left. We'll see what Team Root want to ban, and it's the Tinker.
Radiant's turn to pick.
And now going over into the Puck. So this is the Puck Venge combination where you go for the Dream Coil into the swap to break the Dream Coil root and get the stun. I like it. It's a combination we used to see quite a bit. But now last pick coming out here for EHOME. We'll see what the final pick will be, as they need a mid hero as well, and this is going to be up against the Puck. They've got some control here, or, well, some control. They have a lot of control here. Sinister Gaze, Fissure, Totem, Jakiro's Ice Path, Chronosphere coming out. We'll see what they want to do over mid. They don't have the Magnus available, no Medusa, no Pugna, as well as no Tinker, but still plenty of opportunity to get the right mid. They could go DK if they wanted as well. So 27 seconds left. I do like the DK there. More stun, pretty tanky, but if you've got this much control, maybe you go with somebody who doesn't get you a stun. Could go... you can't really go the TA. I think there's too much control here for Team Root for you to really want to be able to do so. But they go to the Skywrath mid. What a lineup here from EHOME. This is so Wings Gaming of them. This is so Wings Gaming of them. ASD mid with the Skywrath. Y on the 5, Innocence on the 5 position, Lich. Faith Beyond in the off lane, Earthshaker. Jiang with the Jakiro 4. And Ego on the safe lane, Void. Wow. This is as close as you're going to get in terms of a Wings Gaming lineup, that's for sure.
Any salt in your lungs?
You've got Innocence here with Faith Beyond. A little bit of nostalgia coming in. I'm hyped. I'm ready. Super on this Puck and on the Terrorblade. DDC with the Venge. Yao on the Sand King, leaving Victoria on the Rubik again. Some delicious coffee for me. So,
Prepare to make way. Who made you?
we'll have to see. This is going to be an interesting mid here. ASD on the Skywrath Mage up against this Puck. And a Illusory Orb first, so super. We'll see how this goes. This could be tough. Gonna need the ward to grant some vision here for this Skywrath Mage. Going into the safe lane will be Ego. So we won't see him go into the off lane. And then end, of course, into the safe lane on this Terrorblade. We've got 3 heroes over bottom. At least for now. We'll see who they want to ship on over to the top lane. And I think it should be the Venge.
30 seconds to battle.
Not sure, not Ego, but End wanted to show himself here as they did get the ward down, and they know that the Terrorblade's in this lane, so they'll find the vision of him.
At last, the battle begins.
There'll be 2 bounty runes apiece. Let's see who's gonna go over. Should be DEC just walking over towards top. Yeah, that's okay. That's the combination that they're looking for. You've got Yao here on the Sand King here with this Rubik up against the Void as well as the Lich. And then, of course, the Earthshaker in the offlane of Faith Beyond here with Jiang on the Jakiro, which could become a potential problem for the side of Team Root. The Dual Breath, and right now just the Enchant Totem, so the damage over time, the right click from the Totem is going to be nasty. But, of course, End going into the Metamorphosis first. Just looking to try and farm for now. The Dual Breath is used, and let's see how well End is able to get some last hits here, especially against this Earthshaker, using the Totem to not only last hit, but deny when he can. Taking a look over mid at this ASD Skywrath Mage, as well as the Super Puck in this mid lane. The Skywrath going 1-1, of course, with the Arcane Bolt and the Concussive Shot, just continuing to try and spam onto Super as the first null Talisman, but we'll see what he does in terms of mana regen eventually. Meta running out, still level 1 his End as the couple of denies came in, or a couple of denies did come in over towards top for this Earthshaker. We take a look over bottom as Innocence is here with Ego. This is Yao going into the Caustic Finale. We'll see if he favors the Caustic Finale to try and, clean up this lane and push back the side of EHOME on this bottom lane. Gonna look over bottom. Meow getting chased with the Frost Shield coming through. First blood happens actually over mid. And Super gets it on ASD with the haste picked up by Rubik. Get the kill over mid and get first blood for the side of Team Root. Faith Beyond sitting level 2 on this Earthshaker. I think I've seen him on this before. Maybe not recently, but I remember Earthshaker was being run in a weird spot in China where they were skipping Fissure altogether and just maxing out Aftershock and Enchant Totem. It was kind of nuts, actually. And it worked. It worked. And I remember seeing X-Nova do it. He wasn't in the offlane, but I've seen it on offlane heroes in China as well. It worked, and they also rotated over mid and had gotten a kill or two. Over top, Magic Missile comes out. Now Ann's gonna pop that Metamorphosis with the reflection coming through, and whoa, the Fissure is nice from Faith Beyond, just hitting level 3, able to block the Jakiro from dying. Now over bottom, Lich on the run. Victoria trying to find a kill. Lich will pop that salve, and he's able to survive. But Metamorphosis gets popped, and End will move back to continue to try and farm. Wave of Terror comes in, the reflection once more. Jiang in a lot of trouble, ends up dying. Faith Beyond hits a DDC, but it won't be enough to deter him, and they'll get the kill onto the Jakiro, and gets credit for that one. Metamorphosis getting close to running out, and there it goes. Super levels 5 here. Skywrath pushed all the way back to the base, sitting level 4, so he's starting to fall behind. Faith Beyond, at least level, he is a level 3, so 111 is the build so far. We'll see what he goes into level 4, what he's going to put the second skill point in on. Yao, meanwhile, Burrow Strike as well as the Caustic Finale gets bashed up, not once but twice. The Burrow Strike away, but the Telekinesis sending Ego back. There's another bash. Faceless Void just rolling for it to resolve, and it does resolve.
I'll take your
Super about to hit level 6. ASD, he's halfway there, so not as far back as he once was. Take a look at Faith Beyond, who just hit level 4, so he will go 2 into the Aftershock. 2-0 so far for Team Root. They're doing a pretty good job in terms of CS in their lanes. The only one struggling a little bit right now is this Terrorblade of End, who's sitting 21-8, and he's behind the 3 cores on the side of EHOME. Sand King getting low. He's forced into the Sandstorm. Skywrath Mage takes a little bit of damage as the Dream Coil is laid down with Rubik coming over. Victoria helps Super get the kill. The Frost Blast from Innocence, and now he's got the Frost Shield on himself, but Victoria will back off. And Super, with the Illusory Orb, he'll get back to his side of the lane.
Radiant think fortification can save them. Any port in a storm.
So now Victoria comes over. They use Metamorphosis as well as the Reflection. They'll get the Magic Missile coming through on to Jiang, immediately dispatching of this Jakiro. Faith Beyond's able to walk away, but with Victoria roaming over, they did want to find the Telekinesis to maybe get themselves a second kill. It does lead to 1, so Team Root will take it, as they now extend their lead to 4-0, and they have a 2,000 net worth lead. Overall, Team Root looking much better than their first game. EHOME looking for some answers, and there's the Wave of Terror as well as the Reflection once more. They'll get the kill on the Super mid as ASD gets credit for that one. Jiang falling over top. Killing spree right now for the Terrorblade. But meanwhile, mid with the 1 level in silence and Puck unable to go anywhere with that. I think the Mystic Flare was dropped on top and Puck not able to get away, and the kill is there for ASD. Frost Shield. Yao doesn't want to use the Burrow Strike just yet, but the bash is coming through. Yao, if he Burrow Strikes, they might just be a Time Walk right behind him. Frost Shield runs out, so Yao withstands it all and ends up not falling. Taking a look over at end, he's gone into the triple Wraith Band. Meanwhile, top, Victoria getting chased. Yao's dead over bottom. They're looking, but they won't find him. Over bottom, Innocence gets the kill onto Yao. That didn't come at the cost of Chronosphere, and they just chase. Easily done. No movement yet from Super. Let's see, where's Victoria? Bring DDC over. Yao level 5. He's got Tune the Burrow Strike, Tune the Sandstorm, one of the Caustic Finale. Ego hit with a Wave of Terror. Eating Caustic Finale as well, but in no trouble. They've moved End into the jungle, and meanwhile, Rubik going for the pull, trying to find himself a couple of levels. If he can get 6, there is quite a bit here to steal from the side of EHOME. I would like to see Victoria get this Blink Dagger so he can initiate. If he's able to steal that Fissure, it's probably the best skill to steal at the moment. I just overall where you're able to use it more often than say an Echo Slam, of course. But ASD comes over, spots Victoria. There's the telekinesis. The concussive shot hits. The silence is through. The Fissure is there, and ASD gets the kill onto the Rubik over top. And it's another kill for EHOME, who are starting to stabilize this game. They look over at Innocence. DDC with N making the move over. Looking for the magic missile, but the cast range is quite short. And unable to catch up to this Lich. But over mid, we take a look. Chronosphere, Mystic Flare, down goes Super. They combine two ultis to get the kill onto this mid puck. Super falling once again, and while all this is happening, they'll take the tier 1 over top as well. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. So the movements from Team Root have not been as fluid as EHOME's movements. And EHOME have gotten a couple of pickoffs here and there to make sure that they can slow down the progression of Team Root. Sinister Gaze on a DDC, looking for the bash. There's the magic missile. Frost Shield, as well as the Dream Coil coming on down. ASD makes his way over with silence, as well as the damage onto the Rubik. Will it be enough to kill Victoria? It certainly will be. Ego's able to time walk out. Nobody dying on EHOME. This game's even at 5, and even in the net worth, when it was a 2,000 net worth lead for the side of Team Root.
Middle tower is drowning. Finally came up for air.
Team Root just unable to put anything together. They've got level 7 here on the Sand King, but he's gone 2, 3, 1, so he's still got a skill point held in.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Switch it over to the net worth a little bit late as the laning phase is broken down already. But Terrorblade still leads in terms of net worth, so at least if you're looking in that aspect for Team Root, it's not all bad. So 3 null talismans and a bottle for ASD. Faith Beyond, he's gone into the double bracer, almost picking up this Blink Dagger. And then Void with a double Wraith Band going into the Battle Fury next, no surprise. Take a look over at the Terrorblade. We've already seen the triple Wraith Band now going into the Manta style. We'll start with that Yasha. Blink Dagger will be built next for the puck. Ooh, DDC getting low over top. They get the kill on a Faith Beyond. That's actually not as big as I thought it would be because of the fact that he did get enough gold for that Blink Dagger and was able to finish it and purchase it. But they get the kill, they lose this Venge. It's a 1-for-1. ASD 4-2-1, and now the Dream Coil is out on top. of this Skywrath Mage. The Chain Frost on top. Innocence is here. The kill off Yao. Now they look over at Super's in a lot of trouble. He's on the run because here comes the Void. It's a 3-man Chronosphere. 2 of his own teammates, but it will lock up the puck and get the kill on his Super. And EHOME now leading 8-6. Finally found a little bit of a lead in terms of net worth. Fissure coming through. Magic Missile onto Faith Beyond. I don't know what he's going for there. Level 9 is this Terrorblade. Silence looking for the Sunder. Puts it onto Victoria. There's the time walk forward. Doesn't have telekinesis to work with. Steals the dual breath. Magpire laid down. They won't be able to get the stun on in just yet, but the Frost Shield is there. He's already used the Sunder. Going for the Ultra kill. Looking for the Rampage, but it's not going to be there. Ego gets the kill and finally dies. 4 kills there for the Terrorblade. And another one there for Ego. Could be a third. It will be. And Ego walks away. Or... hold on. Walks away. And he ends up making a pretty decent trade after all is said and done. So Yao into the Vanguard first, going Blink Dagger second. Puck 3-0 Talismans has enough for the Blink Dagger in 9. And then Terrorblade finishing off that Yasha going into the BKB first, not into the Manta style. And then Spirit Vessel for the Venge, and Rubik looking for the Yules. And as I talk about Rubik, the Fissure is through, and the kill is there with the Mystic Flare. They'll find the Silence on to Yao. The chase is on with the Arcane Bolts, hitting away at this Sand King. I mean, look at this. Where do you go? Where do you run? That's 1, 2, 3. Concussive Shot, another Arcane Bolt. Where are you going? The answer is nowhere. ASD gets the kill. The Silence on to DDC. With a triple kill for this Skywrath Mage. 2-second cooldown, by the way. Just able to constantly throw out the Arcane Bolts.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
BKB will be coming out not too soon. Still a component away about, and a little extra gold. Puck has the Dream Coil ready to go as well as the Blink Dagger. They smoke up, but this isn't going to formulate into anything.
That should help. Time is money.
Got the swap if they want to get somebody out of the Chronosphere. They have the swap if they want to pull someone out of the Dream Coil to get that stun. EHOME, they're working with Battle Fury finished off for Ego. ASD, he's gone into the Kaya. Faith Beyond has the Blink Dagger, so they are definitely looking and ready to fight. Frost Shield. Placed on the Tier 1 tower. Nobody here from Tier 1 is... nobody here from Team Root are close to this Tier 1. So the Blink Dagger is finished off for the Sand King, and Rubik still going into that Yules. Game sitting even, 14-10 in favor of EHOME. EHOME 1 win away from getting themselves a chance at Bucharest, while the nice gaze is there, and they'll find the Fissure with the kill. ASD gets another one. He's now dominating at 8-3. Team Root would love to find a kill on that Skywrath and get that influx of gold, but it will be tough. I haven't really seen Team Root willing to fight, but they want to finish off this BKB for the Terrorblade first, I'd assume. And with the Yules ready on the puck, that'll be coming next, but it looks like they're setting up for a smoke that's picked up by DDC. So they'll finish off the BKB, and then they'll go into the smoke, possibly fighting into EHOME. We'll see if that's going to be enough, but the problem is you're fighting into a Chronosphere. So this could really become troublesome for Team Root if they don't position themselves well enough. Not only are they going after a Void with the Chronosphere ready, but Earthshaker ready with the Blink Dagger as well as the Echo Slam.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Bottom tier 1 falls to the Jakiro. They'll move towards the tier 2 tower. Setting up towards the top half of this map is the side of Team Root. Terribly continuing to try and farm, looking for the Dragon Lance next. Again, we are looking for the Blink on Super, as well as on Victoria. Looks like they're just going to give up this tier 2 tower, but as I say that, Victoria comes in. There's the Burrow Strike through. Ice Path landing onto 2 of these heroes. The Dream Coil out onto the Faceless Void. Chain Frost bouncing around. Now you look over. Ego's still alive with the Frost Shield. There's the swap, but it's not going to come in time. It doesn't break the root of the Dream Coil, so it won't matter. Ice Path breaking them up. An easy kill there on a DDC. The Burrow Strike hits. The Faceless Void finds the Chronosphere onto multiple heroes with the Mystic Flare hitting onto the Terrorblade. They'll get the kill. They look over at Super to try and clean up more. There's the Ice Path with the Liquid Fire. They'll chase after the puck. The Illusory Orb away to try and leave, as well as Victoria and Yao on the run. This is the tier 2 tower gone. Terrorblade had no opportunity to do anything in that exchange. Absolutely no opportunity. As Yao blinks forward, holding this Burrow Strike. The chase is onto the Jakiro, but no follow-up except for the Rubik. I don't know what you're doing there.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy, Yao again. Sinister Gaze with the Ice Path. They've got the Frost Blast on top with the Frost Shield on Ego. Burrow Strike attempt away, but the Time Walk in the first hit bash stopping that from happening. And down goes Yao once again. Super taking a lot of damage. The Mystic Flare rains down on him. They've also got the Ice Path. They'll get themselves a second EHOME. Absolutely pressuring this bottom half of the map and making sure that Team Root know who's in control. While Terrorblade might have that BKB, getting caught in the Chronosphere as well as hit with that Mystic Flare makes sure that that doesn't matter. Ego's also got his BKB as he had picked up that Battle Fury. He's going into the Butterfly next. Faith Beyond, Shadow Blade after this Blink Dagger as well as the Arcane Boots. And then it was the mid Skywrath who's been destroying at 11 and 3 now, going into the Ag Scepter, about to hit level 15, so another Arcane Bolt per cast. He might actually even go into the Ancient Seal cooldown, because that's a 6-second silence with 8 seconds removed from the cooldown, making that a 6-second cooldown on silence with a 6-second uptime. To constantly have that silence, especially with the Ags on multiple heroes, could be devastating. You don't need the Arcane Bolt, the +1 Arcane Bolt if you can find the silence like that. But never mind, he'll go to the Arcane Bolt anyway. I think it's highly underrated, the Ancient Seal cooldown, especially if you're going to get Ags this quickly. There's no reason not to get it, in my opinion.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Smoke from EHOME. There's the time walk forward. Innocence gets his smoke broken. They look over. Yao, epicenter. BKB's going to be popped, and now he's got the stun. He's not able to get into this fight. The Metamorphosis is going to be popped by terribly. There's the Echo Slam by Faith Beyond with the Mystic Flare on top. He's silenced up, gets the BKB. There's the Sunder on a Faith Beyond. Chronosphere comes out onto 2. The Burrow Strike lands. Yao gets the kill on a Faith Beyond. He's going to be the first one to die with the buyback being used. BKBs have run out. Now EHOME on the run with Waning Rift, hitting on 2, silencing up with the Skywrath Mage as well as the Faceless Void. But they've got the Chain Frost with the Fissure, the swap out. It's not going to be enough to lose themselves the Rubik as well as the Terrorblade. And gonna lose his life here. DDC on the run. The Arcane Bolt hits. 4 heroes dead on the side of Team Root. And that is a 1-team fight from EHOME. Super the only one getting away. And a 6,000 net worth lead here for the side of EHOME. So EHOME, they smoke in and land on top of Team Root. The first hit bash, of course, onto the Sand King.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And EHOME pressuring still,
Middle tower is under
taking out yet another Tier 2 tower. Yules onto the Jakiro. There's the Yules onto the puck. The Burrow Strike hits from Yao. Concussive shot, Mystic Flare. Yao needs to be careful. There's the Ice Path. Not going to be in the Mystic Flare, but the Macro Pyro's laid down. Jakiro just gets out. Time dilation through. I don't believe it landed on anybody. Super comes back with a Waning Rift, Illusory Orb, and now he's stunned up with a Fissure. Swap. Nicely saved. Fissure stolen by this Rubik. Yao ends up going down. The BKB is going to be popped by Ego, but they are the only ones to lose somebody as Team Root as Yao goes down. Yules onto Ego, still looking for more. There's the phase shift, but you can't avoid both of them. You can avoid the Fissure, but you can't avoid both the Fissure and the Ice Path. And Super playing hyper aggressive, losing his life. So 10,000 net worth lead just about for EHOME. Almost a 20,000 XP lead. Wow. And, yeah, Dota buff giving them a 91% chance to win this. A 91% chance to go on to Bucharest. EHOME has really put it back together. They struggled to get over the cusp of making it into a minor, and I think they're really starting to put it together. They've been together for a little while now, so it's nice to see them finally running on all cylinders at the moment. Fissure as well as the Mystic Flare. Easy kill there on a DDC. Now coming over, Blink Burrow Strike onto 2, into the Sandstorm, and coming in. There's the Dream Coil hitting on 2 of these heroes. The Yule's going to be used on the Jakiro, or by the Jakiro, and now Ego coming in for just a moment. I think he was looking for a Chronosphere. They lose both Jiang and Innocence.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
2 kills there for Team Root are crucial to staying alive in this game. And he's got himself the Yasha, the Dragonlance, going into a Heart, Manta style to finish off next. Shadowblade finished for Faith Beyond. Ag's almost done here for ASD. Ego looking into the Mjolnir as he's got the Butterfly finished.
Radiant's top tower is on the rock. They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Inside Roche, down to about half health. Looked like Shadowblade was used and immediately Arcane Boots. Mag's picked up here for ASD. Super. He's got Dream Coil ready. Roche is low. Gets a couple of bashes. The Illusory Orb might be on time. Oh, there's the Burrow Strike. Oh, the Aegis hasn't been picked up yet. Get the kill on a Super, and Yao. Ego goes down. And there's the Aegis picked up by ASD. That was so close. Timed almost perfectly by Team Root. Unfortunately, they lose their lives. They don't put it into the hands of the Faceless Void, which I think is a little bit of a plus here for Team Root. Super and Yao almost combining to take away that Aegis. Now the pressure comes in from EHOME. Aegis on the Skywrath Mage, who's got this axe. Spirit Vessel still being built here for the Venge. Victoria going for the Blink Dagger. 650 gold away from that. And Disc for Super next. Terrorblade needs this heart. He wants to be able to survive in these fights. He just gets hit by that Chrono, and with the Mystic Flare on top, things become a huge issue for him. But Super, oh, Faith Beyond is right there. There's the phase shift. Nice little Waning Rift as well as the Dream Coil to come through. The Macropyre laid down the Echo Slam. It's a whiff. Swing and a miss. Strike to 3. You're out of here. Come on now, Faith Beyond. You've got Eagle coming in. Nice Yules to come in onto the Faceless Void. They've got the BKB, however, onto end as well as Ego. They'll get the kill on a Faith Beyond. Burrow Strike hits onto the Lich. The right click's coming through. Look at that Mystic Flare blowing up Yao. One more shot onto Innocence. The double kill for End. Team Root, they are no strangers to 5-digit net worth lead deficit comebacks. Or net worth deficit comebacks. I said lead and deficit. Kind of putting it together. And Super, we'll see if he's able to survive and farm up this Aeon Disc. They lost Yao in that last exchange. The double Mystic Flare getting laid down. This is Yasha Kaya. Shouldn't it technically be Kaya Yasha? Alphabetical order? That would make sense, right? Where's my Reddit thread? I want to see us get a Valve change here. Kaya Yasha. So Heart finally picked up here for End. Going into the Butterfly next. DDC. We haven't yet to see the Dream Coil swap combo, but I think he's really trying to hold on to that swap to make sure if the Terrorblade gets caught in the Chronosphere, he's got an exit strategy, which obviously is smart. If they were ahead earlier and they were getting pickoffs, that would probably be the plan, to go with that Dream Coil swap. But in a spot like this, you need to hold it to make sure your Terrorblade survives. He's the bulk of your damage. You need him alive, otherwise you lose the team fight. Simple as that.
For the dead.
Chronosphere was never used. And they still have it up. As well as the Aegis on ASD. They smoke up right over mid. No vision there for the side of the Dire. Team Root, they're moving forward and they've been scanned. So Yao spotted. Faith Beyond here with the Shadow Blade as well. Super and Yao are here. This could be a huge problem, but the Epicenter is going to be used on the... Oh, no. Yao, come on now. He's going to whiff as well. So both offlaners have felt that swing and a miss. And there's the Fissure stopping Super from TPing out, but they still need to try and get this kill. Illusory Orb, phase shift, no TP. Into the trees he'll go. Blinking over. Nice Path of Myths. There's the Illusory Orb. Getting some more distance. He's fine at this point. Really shouldn't die.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But all this buying time. Yao got out of that as well. Super got out of that. Epicenter was a complete miss. But Terrorblade now going into the boots of travel. And it looks like the E-Blade, not the Butterfly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
2.5 minutes at least for the Roche. Does Super have the Aeon disc yet? Yes, he does. Finally finishing it off. Still, though, an 8,000 net worth lead for EHOME, as they've got Faceless Void at the top of the net worth ahead of this Terrorblade. And then Skywrath Mage with 15,000 net worth of his own. He's going for the BKB. These Mystic Flares, especially with a multi-hero Chronosphere, could be devastating. Satanic finally finished here for Ego, so he should be able to survive in these fights for quite some time. They've got some good lockdown on the side of Team Root, but the problem is, are they able to burst down these heroes on the side of EHOME to get the kill? There's the TP back, DDC, he's got the smoke, and I think this is what they're going to go for, the smoke play. As does EHOME. They buy a smoke immediately, and they're looking to converge here over in their own jungle to look for a smoke here too. And there it is, 5-man smoke coming out from Team Root. They move on over to the mid lane. Ego is going to be the first one to find them. We'll see if they're able to kill him. The illusion shows Ego moving forward. He's been spotted, and Team Root, they don't go directly towards him. They're just placing down some vision. Sitting on the high ground, coming over is the side of EHOME. Faith Beyond Invis, they've got the Shadow Blade. Faith Beyond doesn't know what's coming, and it's right onto two of these heroes, but it's not going to be enough damage to kill off Faith Beyond. The Mystic Flare is laid down, but the Yules is there on the Sand King, so he survives it now. The Ice Path comes through, and so much damage done onto Yao. He's dead immediately, and now he'll buy back. The Dream coils through onto this Faceless Void. He doesn't really have a target to go after with the Satanic. He'll end up dying. He's dead for 95 seconds. They look over with the Rubik. The Yules is on the Rubik as well as the Ice Path to lock him in. Terrorblade, what is he able to do? He looks over at Innocence, he looks over at Faith Beyond, who's coming in with the blink, and oh, not anything there for him. He ends up dying. Oh no! The chase is on even more with the Terrorblade moving forward. They look over at this Skywrath Mage who's solo, super moving over the end. This is going to keep him alive. They'll get the kill. 3 heroes dead on the side of EHOME. Oh, there's the Ice Path coming in from Victoria. Super doing enough damage to the Jakiro. The Yules is there. They've got Yao, who bought back in the first part of this fight, and now they'll get the kill. It's 4 heroes dead with the buyback coming out from Jakiro. They look over top, they go for the tier 3, the Metamorphosis is still on, and the buyback also comes out from the Skywrath Mage. They could get another kill here on the ASD. That could be really, really big for the side of Team Root. The Mystic Flare laid down, look at the damage it's doing on the 2 of these heroes, but it's not enough. Yao and DDC are able to survive for now. 3 heroes on the side of Team Root, they need to try and leave, but they're looking for the tier 3 tower, and he's got himself that Sunder. There's the Ice Path laid down, the Telekinesis as well as the stolen Ice Path onto this Skywrath Mage. They'll look for the kill, they get the kill. He's dead for 2 minutes, no buyback. He bought back to start this fight, and now they look over to the Rax. Faceless Void, if he had buyback, he would have bought back by now, and they know that. They go after the set of Rax. They'll look to take it down, but they're worried. I don't want to go in too far. Ice Path, Fissure, locking in, and who still has the Sunder, but he just doesn't have the mana for it anymore. He does have to be really careful. The Dream Coil laid down onto 2. As they take the melee Rax. And Super does end up dying, but Team Root will take their leave.
That should help.
Fight recap. Just the Super death. Worth a lot of gold. And that was high ground as well as a melee Rax. First for Team Root. And this game's even. 10,000 net worth lead. Like I said, Team Root no stranger. And they bring it right back. Into Roche they go. They pick up the Aegis here for Ego. They needed that. Doesn't have buyback for 500 gold, but he'll have it by the time they fight again. Jakiro level 25. 150 gold per minute. Macropire Pure and Pierce's spell immunity. That is... wow. Faith Beyond not even level 20 yet. This Jakiro, so much farm. I mean, you look at the difference. It's all on this Terrorblade who's got 3,000 on the Faceless Void. But a lot of farm here for the Jakiro. Force Staff, Yules, Glimmer Cape, Aether Lens, going into a Hex. Ags for the Puck. Ags for the Rubik. And then Butterfly for the Terrorblade after this Scotty. It's a 2,000 net worth lead. A lead again here for EHOME with the Aegis on the Faceless Void. Faith Beyond. Spot super. There's the Dream Coil with the phase shift. Ego comes over. Yeah, on the high ground. There's the Stone Ice Path onto the Faceless Void. If they have the control, they can get the kill here. The Frost Shield is going to be placed down on an Ego as well as the Waning Rift. That's going to silence him up. Macropire, Mystic Flare, Chronosphere. It's a Lotusphere! This is a problem, and going after Ego, but he's going to be hit with the nice gaze from Lich to keep him controlled. They'll get the kill on Yao once again. Ego trying to keep himself alive. They'll end up losing Innocence. Now the silence onto 2 with the Waning Rift coming out from Super onto 2 of these heroes. It's on the Jakiro as well as Faith Beyond. They look over at Ego. There's the Ice Path locking in, and there's the swap for DDC to keep their Terrorblade alive. They've got the damage to look for this Venge. The Echo Slam way down on the Super. That's going to be 3 kills on the side of EHOME, and the buyback immediately used by DDC. Now N needs to run. I believe he has that Sunder. He tried to turn to try and use it, but Ego continuing to chase. He can't chase too much further because DDC is back. There's the Time Walk all over towards Victoria with the Sinister Gaze. They'll get the kill. That's going to be 4 heroes dead on the side of Team Root. They look over with End. There's the Fissure with the swap once again from DDC to keep him alive. But Ego continuing to chase, looking over at DDC who just bought back as well as Super. 4 heroes had died in this fight for the side of Team Root. Only 3 had buyback. They immediately use it with the Dream Coil laid down with the Faceless Void. They look over with End still trying to do enough damage to take out this Faceless Void. There's the Fissure on the DDC. They'll get the kill. Faith Beyond. Totem. No. Illusory Orb. He's gone. Jakiro gone for 100 seconds. Team Root, they bought back on 3 of these heroes, lost 4 of them. Yao was gone early. They never were able to get the kill on the Ego, surviving the entire time. End was looking for a target to Sunder, but never found one. Oh, Faith Beyond. Right on End. There's the Fissure. Here comes Ego. The bash is the telekinesis. Victoria is there for the save. Here comes ASD with the BKB being popped by the Terrorblade. They'll look for the kill onto the Rubik. They'll find him. There's the Yules. ASD getting really low, actually, and they'll finally get the kill onto the Rubik. He's gone for 103 seconds. And back to 10,000 net worth lead is EHOME. Back to 8,000. We'll take a look at the graph to show it. Bounce back up. There's me in that team fight flatlining. And then here's my heart rate going back up. As this game has been quite the back and forth. .52 armor for this Terrorblade in base. MKB is next as Terrorblade. Butterfly, Heart, Scotty, BKB down to 5 seconds for N. That's not a lot of time for him to work with. They're looking for the Aeon Disc on Yao, and here to the high ground is Ego. Ego has the Aegis, so even if they had gotten the kill over bottom, it wouldn't have been enough. Super comes through with the Waning Rift. There's the Burrow Strike from Yao. A lot of damage coming through as well. The Dream Coil on top of him. He'll give up his first life. Now, do they have anything to follow it up? That's the question. Ego able to time walk out. There's the Illusory Orb. Ice Path thrown. Rubik's still dead, so he's unable to steal it. Core next for the Skywrath Mage, taking the Mystic Flare damage with the Chronosphere. Why not? It's the perfect play. Yao finally gets the Aeon Disc. And the Aegis had been taken from Ego. But he does now have buyback. So let's take a look at buybacks. Terrorblade 900 gold from his. Skywrath gonna have his in 30 seconds and 800 gold. 4.5 minutes for the Puck. 22 seconds for the Jakiro. A lot of time here for Team Root without buybacks. They just used it in that bottom fight, so they need to buy their time, get the buybacks back. And I think without the Aegis, EHOME are willing to sit back, but they also have the power to continue to go in. So they can be willing to go back, sit back. They have the time, they have the advantage. But if they want to, they could feel that the buybacks are on cooldown for Team Root, force a fight, and if they win it, the game's just over. Look towards the Team Root jungle. Faith Beyond, ready to drop an Echo Slam. He's going for the BKB. They're in the jungle, but here comes Team Root. They look over at Innocence. There it is. He gets away with a Frost Shield on top, and the BKB is going to be popped by ASD. And Yao, Super, all chasing. Nice fissure coming in from Faith Beyond. He needs to jump through. The rest of the team is here. Ego behind you. You need to watch out. And there's the Mystic Flare coming out on both of them. Is he able to survive with the Ice Path and the Macro Fire? The swap comes out on in. Now they've got the Sunder. He's alive for now, but they've already lost two of these heroes. The BKB is going to run out of time. It's only 5 seconds on the end on this Terrorblade. The Ice Path landing onto the Terrorblade, as well as the Epicenter coming through from Yao. He had the Aeon Disc. That's why he's able to survive this time around. The Eagles is through on a Faith Beyond, as well as Ego looking forward on end. He doesn't have Sunder once again. The Ice Path comes through on the two heroes. He's able to lock him down. Faith Beyond getting low. Nobody dead on the side of EHOME just yet. They lose the Terrorblade. He's dead for 90 seconds, and he has buyback. But Yao, he's getting chased by Ego. Earthshaker, he's gonna buy back, and now Ego gets the double kill. 4 heroes dead on the side of Team Root, and this is looking like it's gonna seal the deal for EHOME.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
So there's the buyback coming in from End. Doesn't have Metamorphosis for 80 seconds. They'll start to take the high ground. They'll look for this set of racks over mid. They'll take the melee racks. They'll go over towards top. The Ice Path, Macro Fire on it, and the Dream Coil lands on a 3, as well as the Waning Rift on a 2. They've got the silence on 2 of these heroes. They look over the Jakiro, as well as Innocence. They'll get themselves the kill on a 1. He doesn't have Metamorphosis. Faith Beyond taking a lot of damage. The Magic Missile comes through. Ooh, low is this Earthshaker, as well as the Faceless Void. The Mystic Flare once again. There's the swap from DDC, getting another save onto the Terrorblade, but they'll get the kill on a DDC. 2 gone. Looking with the Illusory Orb. They'll kill off Jiang. EHOME need to try and leave. Ego, Ice Path. Oh, just to the right. That could be game-changing. Faith Beyond on the run. Super no gem, so he doesn't have the vision to spot him anyway. Buyback comes through from Jiang. Illusory Orb over, and that's actually going to spot Faith Beyond, but just barely with the blink and the TP out. Or not with the blink. I think he just... No, that was Puck's blink. Yeah, it was with the blink. Oof. Roche is up. This could be big for Team Root. They need it. I don't know if they can go for it, though. Chronosphere available and 4 heroes alive for the side of EHOME. Now sitting here with the Aeon Disc, but he has not really done too much in this game. It seems like he's almost been a non-factor. 8 assists, however, so we'll see if he's able to really get in onto the next fight, if there is a next fight. That Team Root are able to take. The Illusory Orb comes over. They get a spot Roche being taken to about half health. Super has Illusory Orb in 6. It might time out right. 3 seconds left. They're looking for the epicenter. There's the barrel strike, and I talked about not being able to do anything, but now he comes in with the barrel strike. There's the faceless one getting the chronosphere on the two of these heroes. The Mystic Flare drop down. BKB's gonna be popped by ASD, and he's got a lot of damage. The Echo Swipe comes through. It's not gonna be anybody dead on Team Root just yet. Yao pulled away, looking over at Eagle. He'll take down the Aegis. His Roche has been killed. They'll get the first life. They're looking for more. Faith Beyond lost his first life. He's gonna be dead for 2 minutes without buyback. They look over at Eagle with the Ice Path laid down by the Rubik. They've got the Yules locking him in. BKB gets popped. Chain Frost bouncing around. Not gonna be enough. The Ice Path laid down by this Jiang Jakiro. And still the chase is on. They've got the Telekinesis, the Frost Shield onto Ego. Ice Path laid out from Victoria. Once again, the Mystic Flare doing a little bit of damage. And look for the kill. They give it the Barrel Strike coming in from Yao. And now they'll find the Sunder. Chronosphere on the 3. Looks like it could be good for Eagle. They get the kill on the Super. And they look over it. And oh no, they don't get him with the swap coming up from DDC. So End able to survive for now, but he doesn't have the Sunder. The Macropile is going to be laid down with the nice Ice Path coming in again from Jiang. And needs to pop that Manta Style trying to run. There's the nice Yules keeping him close with the Mystic Flare. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 2 minutes. Super Ball back with DDC. They're trying to run. And Victoria ends up dying. ASD's got himself a double kill. They've lost the Jakiro. They've lost the Earthshaker. And it's a 10,000 net worth lead. Venge, Puck, as well as Yao now back in this. They'll have Victoria to buy back on the Rubik. Creep's pushing in. I haven't even noticed this. The tier 4s are gone. The Ancients exposed. They don't have Terrorblade for 92 seconds. EHOME, they need to be careful at how they approach as the Barrel Strike comes through, as well as the Illusory Orb. Does he have the Dream Coil? He does with the Ags. They're ready to go if Ego goes in a little bit too deep. He doesn't have the Chronosphere this time around. They look over the top set of racks. ASD moving back, Gem on the ground, looking over at Ego. They've got the Courier coming through. That's going to drop off the Mjolnir. And now Yao trying to make a movement with the Dream Coil as well as the Waning Rift. That's going to silence up the Lich. They've got the silence though onto the Puck, trying to get the kill with the Mystic Flare. It's laid down. Now the Sinister Gaze comes through. Yao in a lot of trouble. The Chain Frost bouncing around. They got the kill with the Puck as well as the Sand King. They look over to DDC. He's dead. 4 heroes gone. No buyback on either of them. And this is Team Root. Oh boy. Down to tier 4s. Looking at the Ancient. They'll have Terrorblade in 46. I don't know if they're going to last that long. Trying to get the kill on the ASD, but it's just this Rubik. BKB is popped. They look over the other tier 4. They've already taken out one. Terrorblade in 36. Glyph not available for a while for the Dire, but I don't know if they have the damage to finish it right now. There's a lot of time until Terrorblade comes back, and there's a lot of time till the other heroes start to come back. Ego taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have a second life, so he has to be careful. They've got the racks down mid. They still got the racks standing over top. Here comes Faith Yan looking for the damage with the Skywrath Mage coming in. They've got 16 seconds till the Terrorblade comes in. EHOME trying to book their ticket to Bucharest. Here they go. There's the Yules on a Rubik looking for the kill. Echo Slam, Mystic Flare, everybody gone. 8 seconds till Terrorblade, but it's not going to matter. EHOME have qualified for the Bucharest Minor. There it is, 2-0 sweep over Team Root. And they absolutely dominate here to take over. And they come from the first round of the losers bracket. They lost in the first round to EHOME Keen, or former EHOME Keen. It's now Keen Gaming 2-0. And then they win the next 2 series to qualify for PGL Bucharest. That was back and forth. For a moment there, it looked like Team Root could have it. They had the Ancient exposed on the side of EHOME. And you look at it all, just the entire time in EHOME's favor, but it never always felt that way. Or it didn't always feel that way. In EHOME, they come home victorious. That's a 2-0 sweep. 16-2 and 18 for Ego. 23-6 and 18 for ASD here. I mean, Faith Beyond. He had that one missed Echo Slam. The Ice Paths from Jakiro were so on point. 29 assists, 5 and 29 involved in 34 of the 53 kills for EHOME. It was absolutely amazing. 56,000 damage here for ASD, 33,000 damage for Ego. It was so beautiful from EHOME at times, and a little bit of pushback from Team Root, almost bringing the game back completely. And my oh my, was that a game too. This Chinese close qualifier has been a banger. And that concludes it here as EHOME go on to PGL Bucharest. And they will be joined by Keen Gaming, so the former EHOME squad and the current EHOME squad are here. And that is it for me with this closed qualifier. I'm your caster Bkop, at Bkop92 on Twitter. Follow me to know when I'm casting. Hopefully I'll see you guys at events. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Have a good night. Have a good day. I'm still shaking. I haven't had breakfast, so that'll happen. But, hey, I love you guys. See you later.